It's the Caleb MTG Show.
2 attempts. This might be my final attempt of the evening, folks. My brain is not especially functional. Not at the top of my game. I'll give it one more spin, though. Well, last draft of fucking World Spine Worm Wheel. Let's try it. Let's see if that'll happen here. Try and cut blue a little bit. Some King Gizzard. This has been a lot of this band. Just got, like, started playing some fucking 2-hour-long playlist. Sweet start. It's not a bad start. Usually I'm not, like, super high on the Pack 1 Pick 1 Flash. It's good, but there were, like, other options there. Cards like Emrakul or whatever that I think are in similar reigns of being, like, the best of at doing a specific thing. But it had the worm. I think there's a solid chance the worm wheels, right? And then, like, even if the worm doesn't wheel, there's a solid chance that it does something with a Traxxer or whatever. Who knows? I used to, like, think Deck Faden was a Windmill Slam first pick. I think it might be the best card here. But it's wild that I'm, like, not excited about it third pick. I mean, Expressive and Snapcaster is, like, infinite cards, right? Confluence is good, but it's very clunky. Let's do this. Might help us put together a Flash combo, too, this Expressive. I did not, Jules. Where the fuck is it? Everyone keeps on asking me if I've seen his list. Oh, could be a Flame of Anor deck, huh? We have one wizard here already. How'd the RCQ go? I scrubbed out. I went 2-2-1. Lost to Amulet twice. And had one unintentional draw. My first in a very long time. I feel weird about, like, getting really anal towards people about playing quickly in the RCQs, because they're, like, quite a bit more friendly than and, like, smaller than GPs or what have you. At a GP, if my opponent was, like, playing slowly, I would, like, call a judge to ask them to watch for slow play, right? But in these events, like, you got a friendly opponent. I even made a comment where there was I felt weird making a comment with like 34 minutes on the clock, but I was like, I'm a little bit worried about time here. I don't actually want a small chat right now. I don't actually want to. Can you play your cards, please? Super nice person. And I felt okay about the draw because they were very likely to win game 3. When it actually did come down to an unintentional draw. That definitely removed any like salt indicator. And it was in a tournament where like an early draw wasn't a death knell, because like all of the 402s would have made top 8 were locked in, even if they were early. Always a bit of an awkward position, always a little awkward, but yeah, not the end of the world. I did this Ulamog in case we see Sneak later. A very long time ago, years and years ago, I was playing a Legacy GP, and me and my opponent were getting a little flirty. And at a certain point, like all of her brainstorms, like she'd been playing well and like reasonably, except for her brainstorms. Her brainstorms that were taking like a while. And I had to be the you need to make a play. This is like we need to move this along. Well, Atali is not a bad one to flash in, and we can hardcast it in the late game. I think it's pretty sweet here. Sad to see Baragoyf going that late. When you say unintentional draw, that means you ran out of time. That's exactly what it means, yeah. Yeah, so there's no chess clock on when you're playing in paper, which can be frustrating because, like, one person might use 15 minutes of the 50 minutes and give it in a round, and the other person might use, like, the rest of it. Just feel like land drops, draws, like the way that they draw their cards, the way they tap their mana, the way they do everything, might end up to like every turn being like 30 seconds to a minute, right? And then on your turn, you're like, draw, play land, go. You know, like you're just like not doing anything. You've already planned out your turn. You're on top of it, right? If you notice yourself getting unintentional draws more than like a couple of times a year, and you're playing tournament Magic on the regular, it means that there's something you got to work on, right? Maybe you're drawing your cards like one at a time, like this, just individually, and draw them face down first, and then pick them all up like ones at a time. Ooh, a recall. Maybe you're just like not thinking about your plays on the opponent's turn, so you have to like think through everything at the start of your turn. Every time, just lose track of stuff. There's a lot of things you can do to patch up that particular weakness in your game. Stop playing Drago control. Yeah, I mean people's deck selection certainly plays a role in that too. I think if one person's like playing like a super slow deck, and then both players are like playing super fast or whatever, and you end up going to turns, I don't know. I don't think people like take responsibility for their use of the clock a lot of the time. We've got like way deep off the field. I'm just like ranting at this point. But if someone's playing a slow deck and then they play them slow themselves or whatever, and then you like draw your both players out of top 8 and they like don't realize that maybe they should be scooping. Man, this is not a cool thing to do. I think I want that Vista. Oh, there's Tamiyo here. Tamiyo's really good in this deck, right? We got Recall and Flash and stuff. This is a sick Tamiyo deck. I want the Counterspell. I want the Vista, but Tamiyo's the best. The Recall just flips the Tamiyo, and then the Tamiyo rebuys the Recall. It's just a match made in heaven there. Also a Wizard for Flame of Anor. Yeah. Well, this is an interesting pack. So Archon's another card that works with Flash, but it's not amazing, right? You're just like getting an edict out of it. It'd be a lot better if we had like a reanimation effect, so then you flash in the Archon and then you reanimate it later. Thinking about Preordain, thinking about Headliner Scarlet. Turbo Bob. Oh, I'm familiar with Turbo Bob, boss. I'm very familiar with Turbo Bob. The World Spine did not wheel pack one. Yeah, someone else nabbed it. Maybe they were playing. Maybe they were hoping to see a flash later, and they just like didn't know that it was gone. Maybe they had a natural order for it or a sneak attack or something. Who knows, right? No, I wouldn't put Kappa Cannoneer in here just because we have Tamiyo. I'll take the Preordain. That's a good card. I think I dig one of these removal spells. Oh, Torsten. Torsten is a good flash card. Here we go. And then we get Mystical Tutor for the flash, so it's just like happening semi-consistently. Thank you, Volcanic Island. I mean, now that we have Volk, I kind of like the Lorien Revealed. True Name Chandra are both reasonable. Stern Scolding's reasonable. Really like having nice mana. Trumpeting Carnosaur is just like the sickest Atali hit, right? Little removal action, sure. Blight Steel Wheels for Flash? That doesn't do anything. Oh, Lorcana has a big time issue. That doesn't surprise me. Was it Pokemon the one where, like, they have, like, chess levels of draws? They just, like, have, like, so, like, the people that, like, win their events have, like, 4 unintentional draws over the course of the Swiss and stuff. 4-4-4 over 12 rounds? That's a top 8 record. Just, yeah, I think that was Pokemon. Yeah, as much as I like Ulamog, I don't see it here. Carnosaur and Delayed Blast is pretty good. We have a Tali for that, too. Fucking, what was I talking about? Oh, we were talking about other card games. A card game that I would love to get good at is the One Piece card game. The prize structures for their tournaments look ridiculous. Or their payouts anyway, not structured necessarily. I think I'm going to try and splash this Minsk. You could take this Mana Vault and just like cast Goldspan Dragon and Trumpeting Carnosaur fairly early. Totally reasonable. You could take this Fiery Confluence and just like have another late game thing or card that's worth like cascading into with the Carnosaur. That's reasonable as well. I don't think these blue cards are on the same level as the two red cards in the Mana Vault. Well, this is pack 3. Let's see. I mean, Minsk is just a lot better than a lot of this other stuff that we're doing. If you draw enough cards, like you're gonna find your green source, even if you only have a few. Minsk is a lot better if you have a lot of fast mana, though, and we super don't. Maybe it's better to just Mana Vault out one of these stupid things. Alright. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep it simple. The Relic's not crazy. I'm gonna take the Dragon. You think One Piece is the best mechanics of any game? I kind of like that you just like don't really flood, because all creatures sort of have fire breathing in that game. So if you run out of gas, if you run out of things to do, you can just, you know, get some damage in. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Thundering Falls. Skydiver's good. We already have Dak. We already have Flame of Anor. We have like anti-artifact stuff. And the Thundering Falls you can get with the Lorien Revealed. That's nice. I kind of like Image in this deck. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about its longevity though. For One Piece, that anime is so fucking popular, and like they're on their like 4th or 5th set now, right? Aren't they? Don't they have like a solid amount of sets for a game this early? And they're just like still selling like clockwork, just like fucking can't print them fast enough. I've literally flipped One Piece boxes just because I'm like at events where they're just like selling boxes there, and people are like, "Hey, you should go buy some of those." I'm like, "All right." Set 8 in America, set 9 in Japan. Yeah, that's so many sets. They haven't been out that long. They're spitting out sets like they're fucking Magic the Gathering here. You think our Flash package is a little weak? Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing. Jace, Third Path. Which is better here? I think the Jace. I could see like playing a turn 2 off Mana Vault. And we actually have that hole in our slot, right? And it's another good cascade hit. Might have to play some of this filler. Dress down and stuff. Wouldn't be the end of the world. And playing this Talisman's not crazy. Now that we've got the 5s and 6s and such. Do I mind best of 1 tournaments? Nah. I think I like Venser over Click. Oh. It's a really good time to be a card gamer. You're not wrong, Nerdbane. I kind of wonder if I should just be playing, like, way more games than I actually am. There's so many high EV tournaments. At Gen Con, I went to like the demo booth for the Star Wars game. And I'd seen friends playing Star Wars before, but I didn't like really learn it. So I just like sat down at the demo booth to GM games with like the starter decks with someone there teaching. Rocked his ass. Yes, I am here to learn the game. Please teach me your ways, wise sensei. Hey, Filthy Toes! Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. It's a good time. It felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. I had a buddy that went to Gen Con just to play Star Wars tournaments the whole time. Winning his demo booth Star Wars player. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if they intentionally throw it, get people hooked that way. Make some bad plays. Oh yeah, we got some real nice potential filler in the sideboard here. Well, not real nice. That was overstating things. But like, I like Research Desk. Make your trial deck stronger. They let me choose. So they were just like the stock precons for teaching people. Like they were the decks that were balanced to play against each other. So you would like buy them and play, like teach your friends with them and stuff. But that would work. I think I like this third path. I might cut the Talisman. Your LGS is really pushing Altered. Oh, yeah? Is that game collectible? I thought it was a living card game. I'm probably just wrong, though. Well, for a final shot, this doesn't look bad. There was a booth at Gen Con. I had a meal with some of the people that were running in. It seemed nice enough. Troubling. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire off Recall as a sorcery. And try and hit me like with one bird spell, I guess. I did not. That's fine. Let's go ahead and bin Mountain. Maybe Image. Image can be good against green decks. Yeah, let's bin it. I should flash in Atali now. They're going to level it up to 8 before they attack next turn. They're just dumping mana into it. The thing, Atali might hit Jace, and Jace could just bounce Hexdrinker now, but Jace, the Atali on their turn doesn't get to do that, so I'm just going to flash here. I'm a goddamn genius. Just the smartest motherfucker that ever lived. Can you... I just bounce that augury. Could preordain. I think cracking the clue is just fine too. Next turn we want to downtick Tamio on Flash, and then flash in Torsten, I think. Or we could just cast Trumpeting Carnosaur, that'd be fine too. Opponent real struggling to hit land drops over there, huh? Just cast the Torsten? Could. It's a lot more expensive. I kind of want to do other things this turn. Maybe play the Fireball, maybe pitch the Carnosaur. Ooh, thanks, Sir Toglo. Da-na-na-na-na-na, vote for me. I just wish my flash package was a little better, that's all. I kind of dig Dress down here. I think I'm going to play it over the Iconoclast. You wish your flash package was better, too? Yeah, I think if they got the Hexdrinker up to 8, if we'd missed there, we would have had a rough spot, had a rough time. You don't think Flash changed the outcome of that game to each their own? They had a Hexdrinker on 5 counters. How did it not change the outcome of that game? We would have been on like a 3-turn clock, right? We didn't kill him in 3 turns. Just very confidently wrong. Maybe stick to Dak and steal that Mox Diamond. It's just a little slow is all. One concern with flipping the Tameo here is they get to pressure it pretty well. The Tameo only shrinks it by 1. So they start growing the Sentinel. We still do it, right? We still do it here in this spot. And then Tameo can draw aggro, and hopefully that buys me a little bit of time, right? Maybe it should have been one of these 5-mana dragons. Flage and Lilia. It's usually Lelia. So I think that's close bluff. I would take Lelia there, but like Flage wins a lot of games too. You build them slightly different. Lelia plays better with fast mana to play like really quick and just like murder people. Flage is better if you've got like a lot of nice churn. I'm not actually sure which one wins more in Boros. Ooh, Lumberjack Hum. Yeah, I think I'm still supposed to Dax Steel here. We could Fireball and kill the Lumberjack. Do 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 do. Holding the Valk as long as possible. Really good chance the opponent's got Wasteland in there, right? Wasteland or Strip Mine, right? Yeah, they could have killed Dak, but they're hitting the Tameo instead. World Spine Worm to the graveyard. Kind of implies a natural order in their deck, 2 card types in the bin. Kind of an interesting spot. I think leaving them with Lumberjack and just like leaving Venser up is pretty reasonable. Think about binning the Jace. As weird as that is. I can see binning Fireball though. Yeah, if I'm leaving them with Lumberjack, I can just bin Fireball. Bin one of the dragons. Oh, we already have instant. We already have instant with the recall. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. Your beating the flash isn't crazy. We can just cast our top end now. We're past that early stage of the game. I don't think I should, like, just not have Venser up right now. A little bit worried about. Having too much air on the top end. Looted away one of our dragons earlier. One of them died. I mean, we still got like 5s and 6s and stuff. A couple 7s too. We should be okay here. Yeah. Embarrassment of riches, yeah. Yeah, real good chance I should be slamming. I feel like this clock's like pretty reasonable though. We got a lot of stuff to exile here. Cern Orb? Oh my god. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll give it one more turn before I play out Carnosaur. Any reason not to crack the clue? Yeah, I only have 10 cards here. I didn't play the Carnosaur because I wanted to keep... I have an instant in my hand, right? I wanted to keep the instant up this whole time. Typically, if people like don't play a thing, it's because they want to do a different thing. Now I no longer have Venser, so I'm going to cast it. Intuitive, eh? Yay. Perhaps the slowest I could have won that game, huh? Yeah, alright. So this hand lacks red mana, but it does have... What it lacks in red mana, it makes up for it in turn 2 Atali. Oh, shoot, what up? Hey, Whiskey Dingo. Thanks for 39 months. With Ravine, they might be playing creatures. I think I'm going to flash Atali. If they, like, play a creature here, and then, like, you might hit removal. The red-green start, right? Give Atali a higher chance of doing something. There's no reason not to flash now. Spot removal won't hit the druid, but that's okay. Oh my god, we hit Jace again. Could have had another Jace activation. I guess I'm glad that they didn't draw natural order for the turn. Could have hit Venser. Could have. I hit natural order from the opponent. I think that's okay. I could play Tamu and Lavamancer and leave up Venser. I think I want to do that. Kind of sad I can't use Jace to set up the Carnosaur Cascade. It's technically like tight, technically tight to like double block first and see if they've got like anything. I just don't think they do most of the time here. Sure. When they block Tamia, because it's a 2/4 blocking an 0/3. It wouldn't have mattered. It's the same as, well, like if they had blocked Tamio, asking why they did. You know, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, they had some pressure there, but I think they scooped because they realized they couldn't get rid of the Tamio and the Jace. If I untap with one of them, I'm probably just winning, right? Because the Tamio can rebuy the Flame Vanor and get more churn going. I'm gonna cut Iconoclast for Dress Down again. I think their creatures are just too large for a couple 1/1s. Yeah, I like having the Burn Spell and the Lavamancer in the opener. I don't like the lack of blue. I think we need blue. Skydiver might be bad here. We like literally didn't see a thing to steal, right? How's Bennett? The sandwich emote's so goofy. It really is, yeah. Ooh, there we go. Same thing, Silly Moon. Alright, we're just in the instrumental version. Yeah, I think I just want to crack this clue, huh? And the Mana Vault doesn't actually get me anywhere next turn. He's got one card left in hand. I kind of want to kill the Augur. I should probably kill Bill. They made several movies about how it's correct to kill Bill. The dragon can serve twice. I think it just cast a Torsten. The Lady Snowblood trilogy. Natural Order for Uvenwald. Kind of surprised me. There was a sandwich shop in Madison that would, when you went to choose the bun, when they let you choose the bun, there were some wild fucking options. I would get brats delivered. They were served on garlic bread. Just the most decadent shit. Related, naan bread is really underrated. Like, outside of Indian food, naan bread is underrated. Oh, am I just fucking dead? I'm just flipping this Uvenwald here. Yeah, kind of looks like I'm super dead. Alright, fair enough. I was laughing at it as a natural order target, but then it just straight up killed me, huh? You feel like naan bread could make a lot of stuff better? Yeah, like I like gyros with naan bread. Highly recommend. You do brats on naan? Love that. Turn 2 Goldspan. Looks good to me. That's gotta be good enough, right? Breakfast stuff on naan. You mean like eggs and shit? Alright, that doesn't sound bad either. Dargan. Anything to bring in for Skydiver? Yeah, right? We could have brought in a Talisman, a Research Desk, Iconoclast. It's whatever. Delivered Brats has to be a Wisconsin-only thing. Not really Tortured Sword. Like, there's, in the days of DoorDash, you can just, like, have anything delivered, right? Might untap the Mana Vault here. What album is this from? They put out a synthwave album this year, actually. They released Dragon, and they released this one much more recently, like a month or two ago. Or, I'm sorry. They've released 3 albums this year. And this is the middle one, I think. Or maybe, yeah. I think that's right. Look, it's a lot to keep track of. Oh, I'm getting burned for my decision to untap the vault. Oh, I can just play it off the fucking treasure, right? I was like, why did I think I had infinite mana? Oh, I do have infinite mana. Two more, let's go. My bad. It's late, I'm tired. Nice, Duress friend. Wild game was a wild game, yeah. 4 matches for these Robot Frankie. 4 matches. Gotta win 2 more. Hitting the hand. We got some Tamio draws going. We have a lot of cards that answer Sculler, too. So we'll probably get that card back at some point. Ooh, should we actually just... 2 Tamios? So good. I am indeed having a chill Saturday night. Thank you. You didn't expect this pile to do better than the blue-black deck? I don't think this deck was a pile, but we can disagree. No harm there. Well, that's a lot of cards, huh? Aqua would have won a bounce because it only costs 1 to replay. I should leave Tamio back. This one came out this year. Suppose. I was thinking about bouncing the Sculler here. And then just fucking smacking with the dragon. I don't think that's crazy. We lose the Jace, but like, kind of who cares? The other line, another drawn Venser, is to like Venser bounce Tarmogoyf and chump another Goyf or something. Yeah, they played this in Chicago too. I guess I just made their goifs a lot bigger, huh? I think threatening the Tammy ult's worth. I'm gonna leave the Venser back to chump. The question here is whether like attacking with Goldspan Dragon plus flashing Atali is better than just casting the Atali. I kind of feel like casting Atali might be better in this spot. We'll see. Maybe it depends on whether like activating Lavamancer has value. Reanimating Venser. Killing my Sculler. Getting back the Vindicate. Vindicating my Tamio. Not a bad turn, huh? Not a bad turn. They get to replay their Nethergoyf. Alright, I'm just gonna slam Talim. We got a mana leak. Lame. Holding on to Flash just in case we get our 7 drop that makes all the fucking 1/1s. Sure. Torsten Yam. Ooh. Alright, now I want to land. Not that one. Alright, I'll bin you. Should I just be flipping this shit? 9 mana. They've got sorcery, land, instant, artifact, creature. Yeah, that's all of it. You could wait for first strike damage before you do this. I'm always like paranoid I'm going to misclick or some shit. Running a smidge low on cards in my library, right? I think we're okay, but I'm like not gonna actually play these draw spells, I don't think. They need a thing here, right? They need a thing. Because we shock and then a tank, so. Chestdown's insane against them. I think Iconoclast is also good against them. And Image. I guess we didn't see anything for Skydiver yet again. Lava Man doing work. Lava Man did a lot of work there. I think if this hand had Flash, then I would risk keeping it, even with them having playing a lot of discard. As is, we're gonna mull out of a one-lander. Time for me to sign off for the night. Well, this is round 3, and you need to 4-0 to get your invite. So you've, oh man, I want my dragon bag. You got a little bit of time here. If I win this, there's gonna be one more match. It makes them O1s. Stress down against Gwaifs. It does not kill them. It makes them O1s. But that means that like your burn spells and your creatures can eat them in combat and that sort of thing, right? Makes them much more manageable. I have been batted. The green-white card is Torsten, founder of Benalia. When it comes into play, you look at the top 7 cards of your library and put in any number of creatures and lane cards from them into your hand. So it draws a lot of cards most of the time. And then when it dies, you get 7 1/1s, so it's quite a good card to flash into play with the card Flash. Well, there's another fucking dragon. Backup dragon. And I guess we gain them a light here. Give them a life so I can gain a clue, I think is worth, right? Little worried about Curtains bidding Torsten and then them reanimating Torsten. Oh, they didn't block. They didn't block the Tamiya swing. Interesting. Yeah, I think they're going to reanimate it. Well, reanimate costs life. Torsten doesn't have reach or whatever. Well, those were 2 of like my worst hits for Bone Horde, right? Because I have 5 mana here. My options are like I can't. Yeah, I can't play that for 3 or anything. Oh, they did block with the Islet Kingdom. Gotcha. Huge bummer having those 2 exiled. Get into the spot where they would have been great to just cast, right? Think about cracking this clue. Yeah, we've seen Ancestral Recall from the opponent in terms of blue cards. Oh, maybe I needed to keep the Lorien revealed to shuffle, right? We bottomed one of the dragons. Yeah, I think that might be my only shuffle effect in here, actually. Oh, at least it's a haste dragon. Hey, there we go. There we go. I think they're scooping to me having 2 Bone Hordes here. But yeah, being able to fireball their shitters here as well. It's pretty nice. All right, folks. One more and I'll have gotten an invite. And then this week, I'll pick a day and fire off a couple 64s. I don't think this hand works, right? I'm worried if I bin the Atali that I'll rip Flash. I might just spin a land here. Hey, thanks for the luck, old sick back. The hype tax. I think I dig that. I'm just gonna cast this expressive. Kind of regret not waiting a turn now. Ooh, hello. Never mind. I'm a fan of my last play again. It is not Thagrius. It is 6 event tickets or 80 play points for entry into the feeder leagues. And it's pretty much only today. Every other week it's only been today anyway. Sure. Oh shit. Should I just play Dragon? I don't have one more red source, huh? Done that better. Opponent's untapping with a lot of mana here. I was thinking about doing like Unholy Heat plus Flame of Anorm. See how many lanes they feel like sacrificing. They can flip? Yeah, but flipping doesn't beat me. They just have an 8/8. If flipping is their best play, I'm pretty stoked about it. We go to 8, untap. Play a tall aim. Escape finds Black Lotus, Minskin Boo. Yeah, one of the things about these feeder leagues is like by the time you're playing your 4th match, your opponent has basically already trophied a draft. You run into some very good decks at the tail end here. Looks like my opponent's also playing blue. We see a Ledger Shredder here. I wonder if they've got some blue power in there that makes the blue splash worth. Oh, I've been one of the late night streamers for a very long time, Acid. Almost a decade now. When I first went live, there weren't people to host when I went offline. Because I'd like be literally the only person streaming. Arena brought in a lot more streamers. Opponent in the tank here. Interesting. Yeah, back in 2016, 2017, Kunam. That was a minute ago. All right, y'all ready to see something sick? Who's ready to see a kick-ass stunt? Yeah, so I'm going to crack this Mystical Tutor. I'm going to go tutor up my Sweeper, and then I'm going to Snapcast back the Expressive Iteration from the graveyard to play the Sweeper off the top, and just fucking murder their board. Just murder it back to bejeebus. And we have the mana to do that because the Treasure Token can make a red here. Oh, I could just play a Tolly. That's like way better. That's so much better than doing the weird Snapcast thing. Shimp. I win! I'm the winner! I'm gonna be honest, when I first built this deck, I did not think I was gonna be Delayed Blast fireballing people this often. I knew it was like a hit, right? It's like a solid card in and of itself, Delayed Blast Fireball. And I knew it was a hit for Trumpeting Carnosaur and a Tolly. And I thought that might happen. I didn't consider Expressive Iteration, and I certainly didn't consider setting it up with Mystical Tutor or Jace, right? So we can just do it way more consistently than you would think. I think once again Dress Down's coming in. I don't think Iconoclast is very good here. My opponent's creatures are just way too large, and a lot of them have trample. I almost like Rite of Flame in this fucking matchup. Just give me a Lotus Petal. I need to do something quickly. Opponent's deck's fucking nuts. Skydiver didn't have a ton of hits from what we saw. Just the Black Lotus, which you're not getting, but maybe if they run it out. Yeah, maybe I'll cut Skydiver for Rite of Flame. I don't know. That's a flyer to maybe pressure on Minsk. That's never happening, right? I could play Research Desk. I don't love it. We have so much churn and stuff. Let's play a Talisman, actually. Let's play a Talisman over Skydiver. I dig that. I dig that. A little better than right here. Oops. What is this? A hand for ants? Hey, set up a colony of ants. Ooh, hello. That's something worth flashing in, huh? Maybe we can do it mid-combat next turn. Can we do it? Can we collect that invite? We serve in? Maybe they want me to kill this so I can get it back and have a 4/4. I have 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna do it anyway. Get greedy with this. Try and kill 2 things. No targeting that soldier in particular. It's got Shroud. Hell yeah. All right, friends. Well, I'm glad I went live tonight. That deck was sick, right? So much churn, so much card draw and stuff. Nice. I think I mean, it's easy to say that after going 4-0, but I think it was the best deck that we drafted tonight, too. I did think that blue-black deck had a chance.